I've said it before and I'll say it again. I love abandoned places. I am not sure if this is because of my urban exploration days or because I grew up in a small town where most buildings seemed abandoned. Either way, some of my favorite memories are from going to places like this. But I know not everyone shares this sentiment. My friend Nikki certainly doesn't, and she has asked me a million times to stay away from this place we're about to visit. She says it's bad luck and that something bad always happens when we go there. But I'm not superstitious, so I never listen. This place is an old abandoned church. It's right outside of town and was built in the 1800s. If I remember correctly, I haven't been here in over 10 years. So I'm really curious to see how it looks now. As we pull up, I can already hear the bell tower creaking in the wind. It sounds like someone is climbing the ladder to the top of the tower, but there's no one there. As I get closer, I can see the loose boards on the floor and feel the ground shake every time the wind knocks the bell. The front door opens easily, and we head inside. The first thing I notice is the beautiful stained glass window. It has images of the birth, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. In the center, the light shining through makes it look like he's actually glowing. We walk down the aisle and I notice these two statues on either side of the altar. They're supposed to be angels, but they look more like gargoyles to me. And just as I get to the end of the aisle, a floorboard creaks above us. We look round, but there's no one there. The bell starts to toll louder now. We look out the back window and see the rusty bell clapper banging against the metal. But what is really weird is that the wind has died down and there is no one up there. Nikki wants to leave, but I want to check out the rest of the church. As we walk into the kitchen area, we see a plate on the counter with some crumbs and dried up coffee. There is also some magazines from the 90s and an old TV with the antenna sticking out the back. As I pick the plate up, Nikki says, "Let's just go." But as soon as she says that, the bell falls silent. We look at each other for a second, then start to laugh. "See," I say, "nothing bad ever happens." Then suddenly the hair on my arm stands up. I get goosebumps. I don't know why, but I have a really bad feeling about this place now. We hurry out the back door and take off down the hill. I don't want to run, but I'm scared something might be following us. We get into the car and buckle up. Then the scariest thing happens. The bell starts to ring again. This time it's much louder than before and it seems to be getting closer. Nikki starts to cry. "I told you," she whispers. "I told you something bad would happen." The bell tolls once, twice, 3 times. Then suddenly a giant hand reaches into the car and grabs her. Nikki screams, then disappears. I try to put the car into drive, but it's too late. Another hand reaches in and grabs me. I scream. Then everything goes black. When I wake up, I'm lying on the ground next to Nikki. Her eyes are wide open and she's not breathing. I try to sit up, but I can't. I don't understand why I can't move. Then I look down and see that I've been fused to the ground. I struggle against it, but it's no use. I try to call out for help, but my voice won't come out. Then I see the face in the bell tower. It's one of the angels from the church. He's got a wicked grin on his face and his eyes are filled with malice. Then he leaps from the tower and flies down towards me. I close my eyes, waiting for the end, but it never comes. When I open my eyes again, the angel is gone, and although I can still feel the magic holding me down, I can finally move again. I stand up and brush myself off. Nikki is still sitting in the car, but she's alive again and she looks scared. "Let's get out of here," she says. We slowly back the car out of the driveway. Just as we turn onto the main road, we both see it. A giant handprint is embedded in the asphalt. Nikki slams on the brakes. "Do you see that?" she says. "That wasn't there before." I can't believe how stupid I was. Of course it was. How could I have been so blind? All this time I thought I was being smart, saying I wasn't superstitious. But I was wrong, and I put us in danger because of it. The entire time I thought the handprint was left by a car that had been here after us. But now I'm not so sure. It took everything I had not to turn around and run back to the church. But we didn't, and that's probably for the best. Now, whenever I tell this story, people ask me if I'm just making things up. Well, I swear this is true. After this happened, we never went back to that church, and even to this day, we avoid abandoned places. I think whatever was in that church wanted us to leave, and it showed us exactly what it was capable of. I know it sounds crazy, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. You probably don't believe me, though. You probably think I'm full of crap. Well, here's some proof. These are the pictures I took that day. I only had my phone camera back then, and this is the footage I got. When I watched it back, I noticed something really weird. When I get out of the car, you can barely hear the bell, but when the video continues, it gets louder and louder. Then, if you listen very carefully, you can actually hear the bell toll. Well, here's another piece of evidence. This is the video Nikki was filming. At first, it just shows me walking up the hill, but then, out of nowhere, the bell appears to move. The video quality isn't great, but if you zoom in on the bell clapper, you can see it clearly. And here's another piece of proof. Here's a picture I took of the handprint in the asphalt. It's hard to make out, but if you look closely, you can see that it doesn't look like any handprint I've seen before. So I know what you're thinking. Why didn't I just erase those clips instead of showing them as evidence? Well, I did. I tried to erase all the parts where the bell moved, but they wouldn't let me. Every time I deleted a clip, it reappeared. Look, I know this sounds absolutely insane. You probably think I'm joking, but I'm being dead serious. This happened to me, and I have the pictures and videos to prove it. So, yeah, if you ever see a church with a moving bell, don't go near it. Or maybe don't believe in ghosts and spirits like I used to. Maybe that would have prevented all of this. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. Thanks, bye.